Sunday, count 100. Diamonds on me skate, look like rollerblade. I just parked my car up in 100. Wait, fucking on you bitch in the driveway. One day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day. Yo, you gon' get this shit. I'ma have it one day. I'ma have it one day. I'ma have it one way. Man, we was bound to fade. I'm so fucking high, I need to find my shade. Diamonds on me shining, need to find the shade. Niggas always hating, why they fucking pay? Fucking on your bitch, on your mind dream. Diamonds on me skating, look like rollerblade. One day, nigga, one day. I'ma have it one day. One day, we gon' get it one day. Fucking on your bitch, early morning, Sunday. Sunday, count 100. Diamonds on me skate, look like rollerblade. Hey, I just parked my car up in 100. Hey, fucking on you big in the driveway. One day, one day, one day, one day. I'ma have it one way. I'ma have it one day. I'ma have it one day. I'ma have it one way. I'ma have it one day. Play your bitch out just for one way. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, one day. Flow that bitch out, yeah, one way. That bitch out, beat that bitch out, yo, all day. That bitch out, all day, yo. We gon' play, we gon' play. Let go play, let go play. Yeah, late, out in late, in I one day. We gon' get it one day. Fucking on your bitch, early morning, Sunday. Sunday, count 100. Diamonds on me skate, look like rollerblade. Hey, I just parked my car up in 100. Hey, fucking on you big in the driveway. One day, one day, one day, one day. Get that shit up, nigga. Y'all day, nigga. Oh, y'all. Drops right in, come up. I dropped low, then I came up. I dropped low, then I came up. I went down, then I got up. Dropped that on the armor, on the block till the sun up. Tell my bitch don't wait up. I get hunting killer. I go Bryson Tiller. Shot in one a dealer. I'm a drug dealer. I'm more gay than a dealer. I'm more pills than a killer. Michael Jackson thriller. Take a eye, then I kill her. Shot in one a nigga with them racks on that nigga. Yeah, I'm a little boy that guap. Yeah, I'm a little boy that can. Yeah, I'm a little boy that guap. Yeah, I'm a little boy that can. Yeah, they wanna see me on top. Yeah, they wanna see me in bed. Yeah, they wanna see me on top. Yeah, they wanna see me in bed. Yeah, they wanna see me in bed. So I just let. I'm on the top of the goats. I'm on the top of the pros. I'm on the top of the coach. I'm on the top of the coach. Yeah, Scotty smelling me. Yeah, smoke a vanilla. Yeah, the bitch with the spell of me.
Give me melody. Give me melody. Give me melody. Give me melody. Give me melody.
All right. One sec. Pause the music. Or at least switch it up. Yeah, we wanna chill. It's gonna be a long stream. It's gonna react to some shit. I'm gonna make some videos, post it. The casual. So let me just adjust the volumes here. You can hear the video. I don't know if I want to start with Rashad Jamal, because he's pretty funny, and I might just start with him.
I'd like to begin with a fact.
Or with like
Small town like McAllen or the Rio Grande, or in Chicago, New York, or Los Angeles, it is
the trans people and their problems. I might start with Rashad Jamal, honestly. Oh, I'm too hot to decide. Fuck it. I'll flip a coin, actually. I'll do it like Two-Face. Rashad Jamal or tranny issues. Because they're both pretty funny. They're both pretty funny. And, damn, did I throw away my alcohol? No way. Wait. I've got some. I threw it away because I don't drink much, but I got some left. Okay. Heads for Rashad Jamal. Tail for tranny. For tranny issues. Which one shall I react to first? I'll do it like Anton Chigurh and fucking No Country for Old Men. Alright. Let's see what it is. Rashad Jamal, really? Okay, my heart says I want to do tranny content, but fate says Rashad Jamal. I'm gonna start with the tranny content. Fuck fate, bruh. Rashad Jamal is for later, for like gaming and stuff. Let's go to TikTok. I've got some funny videos saved. 1 second. You guys like the music? I fucking hope so. What is that shit? Should be good. Switch to this tab. 1 sec. Do this. Some. Can I switch tabs? I can't. I'm sorry, I don't know why it's so fucking bright. Let me switch that back. Fix that first. God damn, dude. There we go. 1 second. I don't know why my shit's all fucking slow. Wrong tab. Alright, let's get to the funny tranny content. I've posted some videos myself on TikTok. Generally talking about the stuff, but oops. Fucking I don't know. 1 second, let me set something up here on my left so I can read the chat. We'll start with these because they're funny to me. Let me pause the music in the meantime, though. Music paused. Edit the volume so I can hear, so you guys can hear the videos. And then these are some of the funny ones. Okay, now it wants to load. Come on, come on. Some of these are unrelated, but others aren't. Like this person specifically. Oh, nice. It's working. Let's see here. Okay. Let's just start. Fuck. What's funny to me or not?
This video is for my mom. Hi, Mom. I'm doing this because I know you're not going to see it. You say that you don't understand me. You say that this is all really hard for you. And I tell you to go to TikTok. My whole life is on TikTok. My thoughts, my feelings, all of my transition updates, my pain, my triumphs, everything is here. and that if you want to understand me, there is a place. There's a place to do that. And you blow it off and say, "Oh, I haven't gotten there yet. Oh, I don't know." So stop.
As you can see, I posted a comment here. I posted a comment here saying, her first experience with your TikTok may have been one of those videos where you admire yourself in the mirror and the sexual undertones might have been too much for her. That's a polite way of saying your mom probably stumbled onto you jerking off to yourself in a dress, and she was weirded out by it. She was like, it just confirmed all her biases, because there's no way your mom doesn't go through your fucking TikTok. My dad barely is always asking for my shit. I'm just like, no, you know what I mean? Your parents love to snoop. That's just part of their nature. So your mom probably does go on her TikTok and she sees the creepy, like, auto sexual shit that you do, and she's weirded out by it. You know, it's not that complicated. That's why she's like, oh, someday, yeah. She's trying to get around the fact that she doesn't want to be like, son, I mean, daughter, what you do in the mirror is disgusting. And a chill runs through my spine whenever I stumble across those videos, honey. When I stumble across those videos of you in a dress masturbating, it does something to me, honey. I feel a little weirded out. I don't want to understand. That poor mother. Imagine. One second. Let me do something here. Give me a sec. I don't know why this fucking thing always adjusts the wrong way. Why does it say SSX? That makes no fucking sense. I'm not playing that game. One second. I gotta fix my kick channel stuff over here. Whatever. That's a lot better. Alright, I adjusted it. Alright, cool. All my stuff is adjusted. Alright, let's get back to it. Let me pause the music again. Oh, fuck. I'm fucking that up. Okay.
Saying that you don't understand me, and just keep it at you don't want to understand me.
That is what she said.
And Shay, if you're watching this, don't show mom. She's got to get here on her own.
Is Shay like a daughter? Because she's definitely showing mom. Because I know this person has a problem with their brother. I know their brother sees this stuff and they called them. I was like, I can't imagine your brother tuning out and him like masturbate. Like he lit like I can't imagine seeing my brother in like tight tight like lingerie. This guy wears lingerie on camera and then jerks off in the mirror, and then he's confused why his mom doesn't talk to him. He's confused why his mom is like, no, maybe I really don't want to understand. I really don't want to get it, you know, because I think I get it all. I think she gets it already, you know. You like to put on a dress and beat off. If you don't believe me, let's go. Let's go on a little trip. Let's go on a little journey. Wait 1 second. Let me open this on a different tab, actually. Well, ta-da. Let's go on a trip. Oh, there's already. Wow. I'm sure. I'm sure that's. I'm sure she loves seeing that. Okay. Okay. Where is it?
Like, God, damn.
Is is this is this what is this what you want your mom to come across? Hmm? Huh? You literally masturbating to yourself in the mirror. Because if this still doesn't convince you, let's go to a moving picture. And I've watched enough of these for obviously psychological purposes. Because that shit, like, I'm not gonna lie, it makes me want to barf. It makes me want. I know it's mean to say, but it makes me want to like throw up, and I have to skip past them. But every time, because I watch these videos, because some of them are funny, you know what I mean. Some of them I laugh at. That's why I follow all this shit. But every time that this person looks at themselves in the mirror, they all their eyes are always directed to their own thighs. They're always directed to the clothing that they're wearing. You know what I mean? You can tell he's taking glances at himself and like getting off on it. You know what I mean? Oh, I look so good. Oh, I look so good. I look so good. I look so girly. Where is it? Where's the moving video? I know they're in here. We're gonna watch all these because they're all some of them are really funny. Also, I made a list. I made a list of fuck, let me find it. Let me put on some music and let me find it. I made a list. Pause this first. I made a list of traits that I've noticed over time that almost all trannies share, and I want to keep updating it over time. So, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna look for it. Give me a sec. Yeah, man, I got notes. I got notepad for some shit. That's not it. Where's the notepad? Did I forget what this fucking stupid site I used for that shit? Now it's lost. Maybe like a stupid shit. Oh, it's right here. Okay, I found it. Give me a sec. Enter file name. I'll call it oh wait, you guys can't see this. Let me fucking switch to you guys. Should I keep the background music on? I like the background music, but I can't figure out how to separate the audio so you guys can hear the video and the background music. I'll figure it out. For now, let's go to the fucking list so you guys can see this shit. What's with these? Oh wait, I don't. Why am I asking? What's with these bots? Come on, they're bots. Where is the fucking? Let me switch to you guys. Can I put a? Let me put a small. I can put a mini screen on here. I forgot. You put a mini screen, and then there we go. Can you guys see that? The mini screen's a little too. Edit that a little bit. Cool. The mini screens are so useful. Here's the notepad. And as you can see, there are certain traits, and one that I've noticed over time I hope you guys can see this well. So I don't know to zoom in and all that shit. One is where is it? I forget where I put it on here. Where is it? There we go. Before and after photos. A fascination or a fear of. You know what I mean? It's one of the two. Something that I've noticed while watching all this stuff is that they always talk about, they're like, oh, I used to look like this. Now I look like this. Oh, like it's so gross. It's so weird. It is so weird. It is so weird what they do. I was good. But like, what do you mean you keep your like before and after? For what? To do what? Why do you keep your photo out and then post compilations of you like, oh, look how different I am. I used to be a boy, now I'm a girl. Like that's so like that's so Buffalo Bill coded. It's actually it's actually hilarious. It's actually fucked up how hilarious that is. But like this, a freaking address, mental illness. Is my shit loading? Oh, my shit always wants to flip out. You know what I mean? 1 second, I gotta find this fucking. I'm trying to find my other page. Also, we're gonna be streaming for like all day, honestly. So grab some fucking popcorn. I should have gotten some fucking popcorn, but it is what it is. Trying to find this channel here. Cool. My word. How did I go from this to this? How did I go from a normal child to a freak? I don't know. Oh, another trait I want to bring up that I've noticed in all these is damn, I should zoom this shit in so you guys can really see it. There. Should be a little better. Ta-da. I gotta make it aesthetically pleasing for you guys, so give me a sec. Oh, there I go fucking shit up. Thank God there's a fucking reverse button, dude. I just keep touching shit, dude. I just keep... Oh. That should be good. I don't think there are any posts longer than that. Okay. Another thing I noticed is on this list is the dead eyes. Like pre-transition. You know what I mean? And sometimes post. They're always left with like I talk like a fucked up person. I'm starting to realize I talk like a goddamn monster. But it's funny. The dead eyes. Okay, 1 second. Why isn't this shit loading fucking properly? I noticed that like whatever picture you see of them preach, they always looked at the most depressed, the most disheveled, and that goes along with another trait. autism is a big part, but that's not what I'm talking about. Socially maladapted. You can just tell that they had a hard time adapting to shit. You know what I mean? That's the vibe they give off to me whenever I see old videos of them. But since we're on this topic of them fucking, here's another one playing dress up. It's just all right. Let's get back to it. All right, so on to keep continuing on to the topic of why his mother, my bad, his mother doesn't fucking talk to him anymore.
To this.
Look, look, look how fascinated he is with himself in a dress and some tight clothing. Like, this is gross. Like, your mom doesn't want to see this. This is what she's supposed to understand. It's so funny to me that you go from,
which she's not.
You wear normal clothing when you're addressing your mother, but when you're by yourself getting off, you wear this shit. Why don't you address your mother wearing this shit? Why don't you address your mother while you're jerking off in your tight female clothing while you're getting off? How good you look. Why don't you address her like that? See what she thinks about it. Like, it's so funny. It's pathological, obviously, but it's I don't know, man. Like, a part of me cares because they're men and I feel bad for them. You know what I mean? Because there's got to be something that goes off in your mind to the point where you're like getting off to yourself in a dress and shit. There's got to be something that breaks. Oh, why is this shit fucking? Oh, is this shit fucking loading properly? Oh my fucking god. Okay. Oh well, we'll figure that shit out later. But like I was saying, it's something's gotta like break in your mind to where the point where you're so cucked. It's honestly from what I've seen, from the videos I've watched, his wife probably turned him out, and then he started liking how he looked in the dress, and then he pathologically reasoned, oh, I guess I've always been a woman. You know what I mean? His wife pegged him one too many times. Now he likes how he looks in tight clothing. Cause this is lingerie. You're wearing like boots and shit with like a skirt and like fucking tight leggings, and you're confused why your mom doesn't talk to you. This shit's hilarious. I'm living in my own world. See? Just fucking getting off on it, which is fucking hilarious. Let's go back to this video.
Hi, Mom. I'm doing this because I know you're not going to see it. You say that you don't understand me. You say that this is all really hard for you. And I tell you to go to TikTok. My whole life is on TikTok. My thoughts, my feelings, all of my transition updates, my pain, my triumphs, everything is here. And that if you want to understand me, there is a place. There's a place to do that. And you blow it off and say, oh, I haven't gotten there yet. Oh, I don't know. So stop saying that you don't understand me and just keep it at you don't want to understand me. And Shay, if you're watching this, don't show Mom. She's got to get here on her own, which she's not. I get it. I understand. Just call it like it is. If you say you don't understand and I say there's a place to understand and you don't want to go there, then...
Now let's go back to this video.
How did I go from this to this?
Oh, I'm sure she understands. I'm sure she understands just fine. She's just disgusted. She's just heartbroken and disgusted at what the fuck she came across. Because there's no way your own mother doesn't check your TikTok. Parents are nosy, mothers especially. And she does check your TikTok, and she came across this shit. And she was freaked out. His freaky deaky ass self flagellation to a bunch of people while you're staring in the mirror freaked her out, and she didn't want any part of it. So no, she doesn't want to understand.
You just don't want to understand me.
No, she doesn't.
And I'm sorry that I've just become this thing in our family that is so controversial and no one likes to talk about and acknowledge, and everybody just likes to act like everything's fine and I'm still gray, the son that I'm not. Whether you want to call me whatever, son, daughter, whatever, I don't care. I'm Grace. And that's that.
I'm Grace, and that's that. Like, even as you say it, you know it isn't true. Even as you say, you struggle to even convince yourself, let alone other people. You know what I mean? And that's the whole thing that I don't like. It's life is already a struggle. I can't imagine thinking you're some other gender and then like acting upon it so much so that you've changed your life, you change your social standing with other people. You know what I mean? To the point where you're stuck. In a way, you're stuck. You can't go back to being a man. Because the bar that it takes to prove yourself as a man to other men was already high before you transition. Let alone now you're wearing a dress, now you're fucking calling yourself Grace and shit. Like it's like you're stuck. You can't go back to being a man. You know what I mean? I mean you can, obviously, but it takes work. Work you clearly don't want to put in. Oh, funny. It's funny. Gotta get some. I spent all my money on groceries already. I made food. I'm pretty full. I ate a lot of fish. I ate a lot of fish earlier. All right, let's continue.
So you can either ask a question or watch a video or do something to try to understand, or you cannot. That choice is yours, not mine. Bye. This video is for my mom. Hi,
Watch it one more
Mom.
time.
I'm doing this because I know you're not going to see it. You say that you don't understand me. You say that this is all really hard for you. And I tell you to go to TikTok. My whole life is on TikTok. My thoughts, my feelings, all of my transition updates, my pain, my triumphs, everything is here. And that if you want to understand me, there is a place. There's a place to do that. And you blow it off and say, "Oh, I haven't gotten there yet. Oh, I don't know." So
I don't know. Oh.
Stop saying that you don't understand me, and just keep it at you don't want to understand me. And Shay, if you're watching this, don't show Mom. She's got to get here on her own, which she's not. I get it. I understand. Just call it like it is. If you say you don't understand and I say there's a place to understand and you don't want to go there, then you just don't want to understand me.
Keep that in mind while imagining this is the first video. This is the first video that this fucking her mom came across.
To this.
How do I go from? Wait, how do I scroll back? Fuck. How do I scroll back?
How did I go from this?
Like a old picture of your son that you probably took is what he's displaying on TikTok while he jerks off in a dress. Imagine that's the first video your mom comes across. My mind will be I'm surprised bitch didn't die right there. I'm surprised she didn't get a fucking heart attack. And, great. What kind of mom? That's where she fucked up. What kind of mom names her fucking son Gray? What kind of fucked up ass name is Gray in the first place? Kid was fucked from from the beginning. Gray, what are you doing? Poor kid. Okay, enough of that. What the hell? Oops. Come on. I'll be serious. Oh. There we go. Whatever. Okay. Let's go back to the funny shit. Let's go back to the funnies. Where's they posted a video. Let's check. Let's check out the new video they posted.
Queer couples. Pause this video and blind react to this sound.
Blind react.
Oh, wait. Okay.
Who came out sooner?
Oh, I don't know, man. Even if you weren't a chick, this would still be gay. He'd still be a fag. This is funny. I'm not watching this shit. This shit is cringe. Next, let's get back to the funny videos I saved that I go back to and laugh at sometimes. How do I click on? I'm a fucking old man with this shit. How do I click this fucking? Oh, I post some videos myself talking about shit, obviously. Bow, 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 bow. Are the really funny ones? This person's really funny too. I should follow.
Trans women do not owe you a high-pitched voice the same way that trans men do not owe you
This guy is funny because he just speaks all fast and says a bunch of bullshit. And if you say it enough times, because he's speaking towards a trans audience who's also delusional, they just believe him. You know what I mean? Because it's a bunch of like a human centipede of bullshit that you just pass on to each other in like a circle. It's like a enclosed human centipede, and that's how you get a bunch of views. You're not gonna listen to someone who tells you your tranny shit is all fucked up and weird. No. You're gonna listen to this freak.
Masculinity, and non-binary people do not owe you androgyny. It is not.
Yeah, let's just go around sounding like this. Let's just go around sounding like fucking that fucking guy, Randy Savage. Go around sounding like fucking Randy Savage, and you just expect people to take us seriously. You know, because I'm delusional, and you just gotta live with that.
Other people's responsibility to change who they are in order for you to feel better about putting yourself in boxes. Oh, trans women who don't voice train bring the movement down. Oh my god, they bring.
It's because this person can't voice train. You know what I mean? They're already fucked, so it kind of makes sense. It's funny. Let's go back to the other videos. I want to eat. I might grab some food. I might grab some food. Let's watch this one. This one's kind of funny.
DL men
recent, too.
would rather let other people dictate the way they live their life and choose to live their life miserably and not being able to openly love who they want to love, rather than choosing their own happiness and living their authentic lives and loving whoever the fuck they want, because it's literally nobody's business except your own. And these same men will be the type of men to get married, start a family, and then
I find it funny that let me let them finish.
years down the line in that marriage have this missing void because they never lived the life they actually wanted to live, or lived their life the way they wanted it to be, you know? And then this is how we end up with people's husbands cheating on their wives with trans women or with gay men, because they decided to create this entire life that is false. It's not the life they actually wanted to live. It's the life that they thought was normal to live. And now it's like, you're in a position, do I fill this empty void that I've been living with for so long and destroy the entire life that I have created for myself over the course of 20 years? Just so that you can be honest with yourself for once? Or do you just continue to live your miserable life that you created because of the fact that you weren't able to be honest with yourself 20 something years ago? Wake that shit up. DL man.
What I find funny, what I've observed is that, like, oh wait, let me just try. I'll put on some background music, but I'll keep the volume low. Actually, I'll try to lower the volume by a lot. See if that works. Best of both worlds. What I've noticed is it's always DL men just seems like it seems like just gay people who realize that, like, gay people have a hard time and they just rather not come out, you know what I mean? It's not like you're speaking to some other, you're still speaking to someone who's part of your community, but they just have the sense to not, like, do that shit in public, you know what I mean? They just have the sense to not, like, I don't know, like, it's so funny. It's just, I love hearing people dealing with DL men stories, because it's like, why are you going like the gay experience or the LGBT experience, whatever you're training or whatever, it's just so hilarious to me. That like they'll come on TikTok and then DL men must present this, like, atmosphere of masculinity that they crave so much, you know what I mean? Atmosphere of normalcy, because otherwise you just go for other fags, you know what I mean, other trannies. This atmosphere of, make sure lower the volume a little more. This atmosphere of masculinity that you're going for, it's just so, and then when you don't get it, you complain. It's very funny. And why would they come out? They're not interested, you know what I mean? I feel like it's gay people that realize that you know, most of their interest is purely sexual, and it's nothing that, like, can give them, like, any real deep sense of meaning or purpose. So all the kinky and, like, hardcore shit they get into, they'd rather just not have it interact with their normal life, you know what I mean? That's so funny, because on the opposite end, people usually, like, fall in love or whatever, and then they seek all they want this validation from their partner, who's not gonna give it to them, because their partner has always been in the state of mind that this has always been just some fetish, you know what I mean? Something that they get with on the down low, and so the topic of love doesn't even come up. But for the other side, it does, and it just creates this like contrast. It's always so funny to listen to. It's always good to listen to. I listen to this shit all day. It's fucking hilarious. All right, let's continue.
Would rather let other people dictate the way they live their life and choose to live their life miserably and not being able to openly love who they want to love, rather than choosing their own happiness and living their authentic lives and loving whoever the fuck they want, because it's literally nobody's business except your own. And these same men will be the type of men to get married, start a family, and then years down the line in that marriage have this missing void because they never lived the life they actually wanted to live, or live their life the way they wanted it to be, you know? And then this is how we end up with people's husbands cheating on their wives with trans women or with gay men, because they decided to create this entire life that is false. It's not the life they actually wanted to live. It's the life that they thought was normal to live. And now it's like, you're in a position, do I fill this empty void that I've been living with for so long and destroy the entire life that I have created for myself over the course of 20 years? Just so that you can be honest with yourself for once? Or do you just continue to live your miserable life that you created because of the fact that you weren't able to be honest with yourself 20-something years ago? Wake that shit up. DL men would rather...
That is very funny. Next. Shut up, dude.
Another reason I don't understand DL men is if you...
This person, who I also follow, I follow anyone who complains about their lifestyle. Mainly transgender people, but because it's just so interesting and funny to observe, you know what I mean? Also, let me change the fucking settings on this so I can hear myself a little bit better. Maybe at this. That should be good. Alright.
You are so scared of anyone finding out you are into trans women. DL. Another reason I don't understand DL men is if you are so scared of anyone finding out you are into trans women, then why do you get with trans women? It's like, anytime I even like consider talking to a DL man, they always prove me exactly why I stopped talking to DL men. Oh, do you promise not to tell anyone? Did you tell any of your friends about me? Because no one can know that I like you. And it's like, wait a damn minute. You think I care that much about you and your fucking life? Sir, I met you 5 fucking minutes ago through an Instagram DM. And it's like, babes, I have my own fucking problems. I have my own worries. The only thing I'm worrying about is when I'm going to take my next estrogen pill. And you think I'm worried about...
That's another thing. I don't know, just being on pills the rest of your life. I gotta start one of these fucking pharmaceutical companies, dude. Because if this shit doesn't slow down, I gotta make some money off of it somehow. Because there's no... I'm one dude. I'm not gonna stop all this shit. The most I can do is commentate on it. So why not start up a pharmaceutical company and give these trannies what they want? If they want that e-pill, I got you. I got you for the low. No cap.
Oh, exposing you for being into me? You think you're gonna be the one embarrassed? No, babes. It's embarrassing that I even gave you my time. So again, if you are so scared of people finding out you're into trans women, why are you putting yourself in that position? How about just don't act on it and stay DL and keep living your DL life, because that's clearly what makes you happy. Leave trans women alone. Another reason I don't understand DL men is if you are so scared of anyone finding out you are into trans women, then why do you get with trans women? It's like, any...
Because it's a fetish. Because they're freaks. Because they're freaky deakies. Or they're gay. You know? Subconsciously, they don't see you as women. They see you as men. In dresses with, you know, who take the rules seriously. You know what I mean?
Time I even like consider talking to a DL man, they always prove me exactly why I stopped talking to DL men. Oh, do you promise not to tell anyone? Did you tell any of your friends about me? Because no one can know that I like you. And it's like, wait a damn minute. You think I care that much about you and your fucking life? Sir, I met you 5 fucking minutes ago through an Instagram DM. And it's like, babes, I have my own fucking problems. I have my own worries. The only thing I'm worrying about is when I'm gonna take my next estrogen pill. And you think I'm worried about exposing you for being into me? You think you're gonna be the one embarrassed? No, babes, it's embarrassing that I even gave you my time. So again, if you are so scared of people finding out you're into trans women, why are you putting yourself in that position? How about just don't act on it and stay DL and keep living your DL life, because that's clearly what makes you happy.
Yeah, what do you think they're doing? What do you think they're doing? Duh, dummy. They've been doing that already. You're the one who's mad. You're the one who's feels like they're shaded. Come on now. Keep being DL. Oh, really? Oh, that's so funny. That's very funny. Next. What's the next funny shit? I saved this one too.
One of my favorite things to do.
This one's pretty
is
long. I might
talk
get some
to
food.
niggas, specifically like DL niggas.
Might grab some food.
One of my favorite things to do is talk to niggas, specifically like DL niggas, the way that they talk to trans girls. But I do this with most men, and I'm really in a mean phase. And I'll be real with you. Yesterday, I might have ran off a man that could have been a good man. I still have no regrets, because based on the data, the likelihood of him being a good man is extremely low. In my opinion, every person who was identified as male at birth, and then
after a lot of these, we're gonna I might throw in a game and then watch some Rashad Jamal, which is another law cow I gotta make some videos on. But this is a 24-hour stream. We're gonna be here all day, boys. Grab some popcorn, boys and guys. Grab some motherfucking popcorn. Grab some motherfucking. I'm gonna grab some food and play this video. But yeah, I'm gonna be here all day, watching other stuff as well. Like the title says.
One of my favorite things to do is talk to niggas, specifically like DL niggas, the way that they talk to trans girls. But I do this with most men, and I'm really in a mean phase. And I'll be real with you. Yesterday, I might have ran off a man that could have been a good man. I still have no regrets, because based on the data, the likelihood of him being a good man is extremely low. In my opinion, every person who was identified as male at birth, and then the world said was a man that was a good man, is now a trans woman. But I talk to these niggas the way they talk to the girls. Like this man yesterday hit me up, and it was on a dating app, and he like had one picture, but he sent me a bunch of pictures in the chat, because my thing is my little chat is very strict. Do these things, or there's a blocking afoot. But he was like, my name is such and such and such. I do this and that. I would love to take you out for, cocktails and a movie, this, that, and the third. And I told him I was like, I don't go in public with men. Y'all think y'all are DL. I know that I like to hunch on the type of niggas that should never see the light of day. I don't fuck with day walkers. I fuck with the type of niggas that if the sun hit them at the right time, they're gonna blow up. You know what I'm saying? Like guts and shit. You thought Blade blew the people's up, baby. It's a thing. So I was like, no, I don't do that. Also, I said this, and I'm gonna try to stick to it. By the time y'all see me with a man, well, there's one nigga talking right now that y'all might fuck around Anyway, bitch, stay focused, Dominique. I've been saying that by the time y'all see me post a man, we'll be married for 3-4 years. But I'm not. I don't want to go in public with you. I don't want to do none of that. We can plan a day here. The backyard of this house is. We ain't even got to be in the house, and it ain't even got to be no like. Cause you know when people be like, let's have a date at the house. There's an intention of hunching. We can go on the back patio and set up a whole dinner moment. Candle. You ain't even got to walk in the house. We can build a restaurant here. Amen. But I don't want to be out in public with you. And he blocked me. I know I was also like, and he was like, what's your schedule? Because this may be weird, but I get offended when niggas assume I'm available. I get offended when niggas assume I'm available, and I get offended when niggas ask me where I'm at, and they ain't got no right to know where I'm at. And so I was like, I travel a lot for work. This is my availability. These are the times that I'm available. This is what I'm in.
Something I wanted to mention is the mindset of you getting pissed off that some guy wants you to be available is a male's mindset. You know what? Guys get pissed off when some chick's not available and they want to be. You know what I mean? It's so interesting to me because they feel like they have the mindset of a woman, but they do things that shows that they have the mindset of a man. They want control in certain situations the way a man wants control. To be a woman is to be submissive. You know what I mean? Not all of them. There are some exceptions to the rule, but those are the exceptions. You know what I mean? Generally, women are submissive. And all these traits you talk about of like, oh, I want to treat him like this. Oh, I want to treat it. That's how men think. And it's subconscious too. It's not something you have to think about that much. It's not something you have to. It's like breathing. You know what I mean? It's as subconscious as breathing. It so interests me whenever they talk about this stuff. Like, these are male traits. Anyways.
Interested in doing, so on and so forth. And I saw him respond like, oh, noted. And I got distracted. And then I went back and he had blocked me. And it's just funny that niggas don't want you to play the games like they play them. Yeah. Niggas want you.
Guys don't want like someone who's aggressive. Guys generally don't want other guys. Unless they're submissive themselves. Unless they're gay, you know what I mean? If you look like a woman and like some guy's like a freak and he's into that stuff, he's expecting you to act like one too. But when you're giving him back male energy and that's not what he's into, then I'll just block him. There's plenty of other fish in the sea.
Chasing them in the daylight with a flashlight, begging them to see them, begging for attention, driving around they block.
That's attractive. A guy's attracted to that shit. You know what I mean? That's attractive to a guy.
Box 10 times. It's always, Dominique, you a cold piece. Dominique, you're so cold. Well, what you want me to be? You want me to be in love with a nigga who I know has no capacity to hold the type of love that I give? So you can be online talking about motherfuckers so you can play in my face? This may be childish of me, but a bitch making me look thirsty is one of my biggest fears.
Same.
Biggest fears. As much Pepsi and juice and water I keep in this bitch, for you to make it seem like I'm thirsty would drive me crazy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I treat these niggas, I use the exact same language they use. Oh, you send one picture, I'm gonna send one. Let me get a video of what? Send me a video. Let me see a video of you getting out. I want to see your stroke game. And I want to see a full video. How long can you last? And send me some motherfucking reviews. Send me some if we're gonna play that, if everything, niggas are gonna have to prepare themselves to not create experiences that are merely surface when they don't have attributes that can make something surface enjoyable long term.
No.
Social media has created a world where men cannot trick women into falling in love with them in order to just have control over them. That's not possible anymore. The girls have seen too much.
Anymore.
They've seen too much. They've seen how the motherfucking sausage is made, literally. And so y'all either gotta step it up or take what you get. Step it up or take what you get. I just saw a post, man, it was a woman who posted. She probably was rage baiting, but a man is only loved when he has money. And that's why these niggas have a loneliness epidemic. Y'all don't have any provisions. Y'all ain't got no money.
I don't think
y'all
don't
have
about
no
the
home.
gays.
Y'all will be on dating apps. Not even dating apps, bitch. Y'all will be on hookup apps that are about linking and then talk to somebody for 40 minutes, an hour, and then be like, oh, only if I had a ride. If only you had a ride. Because either you're going to put them motherfucking feet to pavement or, nigga, I'm going to move on to the next person because, to be clear, I'm getting cracked tonight. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's what it is. Anybody can crack you. Ain't this a cracking site? Ain't this, as we used to say in the 90s, ain't this a space where we get it cracking? Fuck is you talking about? And last but not least, y'all ain't got no meat.
90s.
Being broke, DL, with no vehicle, and a small dick is crazy. You
Is that the type of people that are hitting you up? Because that's pretty funny. It's pretty hilarious.
You need to go to church, find you a good, God-fearing woman, and sit down somewhere. You don't need to be out here boom-catting like that. These type of carrying-ons ain't for you, Suge. A nigga with a dick down to his kneecaps that know how to use it that's fine gets away with a lot of foolishness. A nigga who looks mid with a dick that can't even reach middle of the way to his belly button with a bank account that's been in overdraft before you opened it, your account.
Why are you roasting these men? What? God damn. What? Do they hit you up like that? You can tell this man's got an issue. He's got a rub with the man. It's funny.
Was in overdraft. You need to go somewhere and be somebody's husband.
Not the overdraft.
And be somebody's husband. Be somebody's husband who is okay with their husband being so basic that they feel safe. Allow your basicness to be a safety net. Amen. In the name of touch and agree. One of my favorite things to do.
Okay. There are more of these videos. I don't know if this page specifically has them up, but there are some funny ones. Let's see if there's any funny ones here.
I'm more gagged that somebody y'all never saw with niggas. And even when there was a chance to have a fictional love affair and a TV show, it wasn't niggas. That they likely had a white partner who was deeply aligned with white supremacy.
What?
I think that's what's...
White supremacy.
That's what's gabbing my gobs. Because I just saw somebody was like, made a whole post about unfollowing folks and all this, which, by God, I need people to know people should do what they need to do for themselves and what aligns with their values. That's so important. Because the more folks that do that for themselves, the more that everyone feels like that's a safe thing to do. As it should be.
What is this bitch talking about?
But I'm more whooped and dipped that somebody y'all never saw with niggas. Ever.
I know what this bitch is talking about.
Like, have we been existing in a different timeline? He's screaming like Homer Simpson. The same way I scream when somebody brings some booger sugar in a room. I think when your entire life is cognitive dissonance, it becomes your norm. And I see it the most with, like, privileged white folks who are queer, who are trans, who have a disability. Like, don't let them have some sort of identity that is moderately marginalized. They really will be able to compartmentalize the experience. And my personal belief is the person it will impact the most, and this is why I no longer engage in interracial relationships for myself and for my health and wellness. Oftentimes the black
Damn
partner
racist.
is like in the storm.
A damn
And
racist.
the love of their partner, the life they're trying to live, is what keeps them anchored and pushing through. And their partner can be incredible, but there's always going to be something to that privilege and that life that's there. And usually the most oppressed person is going to be impacted the most. And if the most oppressed person near your privilege is not you, then that's when it, in my opinion, when it starts to roll downhill. But yeah, they're able to compartmentalize it. Slash leverage the benefit versus the cost of being in that windstorm. I think when your entire life is cognitive dissonance, it becomes your norm. And I see it the most with like privileged white folks who are queer, who are trans, who have a disability. Like, don't let them have some sort of identity that is moderately marginalized. They really will be able to compartmentalize the experience. And my personal belief is the person it will impact the most, and this is why I no longer engage in interracial relationships for myself. And
I'm sorry, I'm not listening to this stuff. My bad. I was doing something else. I was doing something else. Let's go back to the funny videos. I gotta cut this bitch up later, bruh. Or some other shit. This one's funny to me. Come on now.
So I just want to take a minute and say thank you to everybody who has been encouraging me and offering me words of advice from my past couple posts. Clearly struggling and crying and not okay. I'm not in a great place. I've said that many times. I know what I need. I need therapy badly.
Do you?
And I need hair transplants.
By therapy,
I can't afford therapy.
You guys think he means, you know, actual therapy? No. No. He's talking about like HRT and like fucking like drugs that to change into a girl. No, not actual therapy. Which probably wouldn't work anyways. They probably just feed you bullshit in there. Like, oh, you actually are a woman. He's fucked regardless.
And I can't afford hand transplants. So at this point, I don't really know what to do. My head gets dark. But I get so many
Grab some food.
wonderful messages and so many wonderful comments from all of y'all and so much encouragement, and I do take all of it to heart. And it really does help. I want y'all to know that, even though I'm like, your girl isn't doing good. Even though that it still means a lot to me to I read every comment, I read everything, every DM. I can't get into a conversation with hundreds of people through DMs. I wish I could respond to everybody. I want to, but I don't have enough time for myself as it is. I hardly have enough time to make content. I hardly have enough time for my family. I don't have enough time for anything. And I can't get into a conversation with 1,000 different people. I love every single one of y'all. Every message, every DM that I get that starts off of like, I don't know if you'll ever read this. I read it. And a lot of them I cried to. And there's a lot of them that I'm like, okay, I need to go back and respond to this person, but I'm like currently working, or I'm currently doing something, or whatever. And then I post a story, and then I get 1,000 like story reacts, and then it's gone. I can't find it. But I do read everything, and I do very much appreciate everybody. But if I'm being honest, it makes a small dent. I know that if I just had hair, so many of my issues would go away. I don't even feel like I would need FFS at that point, or I would be as concerned about it. Like, in the beginning, I was like, I don't want any surgeries. I don't want, give me FFS, give me hair transplants. I'm still good on the augmentation stuff. But your girl wants her face done, and your girl wants her hair done. Which, like I said, both of those, I was talking to my friend today, both those I know are so far out of reach for me. We are a single income family. We have been for the past 7 years. Me and Madeline we didn't even go on a honeymoon. We have never taken a vacation. We went to North Carolina for like 2 days a day to go to her friend's wedding and come back. That was our only vacation. We had Navy. We just went up there, stayed in a hotel, went to the wedding, came back. 8 years. Nothing. I can't do the recovery time of hair transplants. I can't do the recovery time of FFS.
Speaking of, him and his wife seem to have a very shallow relationship. Seems like it's mostly based on fetishization, and his wife just seems a little airheady, a little autistic, and so does he. So it was kind of. I feel like if anyone better comes by, she'll immediately start cheating and eventually leave him, and that's kind of the arc I'm waiting for. That can be funny to experience.
Physically, if I stop working for 2 days, if I don't get money from 2 days of work, we're fucked. Which is like most of Americans, by the way, these days. I am very fortunate to have what I have. I am just relating the situation that I'm in, is that these are the things that I need. Therapy and fucking hair. But they're so far out of reach that I have to try and learn to just accept it and just live without it. And accept that I probably won't ever look in the mirror and see what I want to see. Like, at some point, I just need to accept that. It sucks, and I don't want to, and I get to see what I want to see often, but I can't just walk up to a mirror right now and see what I want to see.
Oh, duh.
I'm just rambling. Sorry for all the depressing content.
Times, obviously. I'm going to be here all day, so.
I think I cried like 3 times yesterday. Once today. I just got home. Usually I cry in the evening, so probably another one coming. I mean, I'll never go back. I'll never detransition. I'll never stop. I'll never, I don't have any kind of, I can't do this anymore. I can't keep up with this. I need to, I don't have any of that. I just don't want to be me anymore. I just don't want to be here. So I just want to take a minute to say thank you to everybody who has been encouraging me and offering me words of advice from my past couple posts. Clearly struggling and crying and not okay.
I'm just kidding. I was listening. Yeah, obviously. Oh, I'll never go back. You can't fucking go back. What do you mean, go back to what? You know what I mean? Literally go back to what? You're not a man anymore. You know? You've given that up. For the temporary coom, you've given up your manhood. And now you're stuck in some facade, some fantasy you wish it was real. You know, at least you posted it on TikTok, so I can analyze it a bit more. But let's watch this again.
I'm not in a great place. I've said that many times. I know what I need. I need therapy badly, and I need hair transplants. I can't afford therapy, and I can't afford hand transplants. So at this point, I don't really know what to do. My head gets dark. But I get so many wonderful messages and so many wonderful comments from all of y'all and so much encouragement, and I do take all of it to heart. And it really does help. I want y'all to know that, even though I'm like, your girl isn't doing good.
No kidding.
Even though that it still means a lot to me to I read every comment, I read everything, every DM. I can't get into a conversation with hundreds of people through DMs. I wish I could respond to everybody. I want to, but I don't have enough time for myself as it is. I hardly have enough time to make content. I hardly have enough time for my family. I don't have enough time for anything. And I can't get into a conversation with 1,000 different people. I love every single one of y'all. Every message, every DM that I get that starts off of like, I don't know if you'll ever read this. I read it. And a lot of them I cried to. And there's a lot of them that I'm like,
there's a lot of red flags here. First and foremost, what do you mean you read every DM? Like, the fuck is wrong with you? Like, that's not normal. And then you're like, I don't have time when I'm with my family. Why start a family? You know what I mean? These guys always it's always after they start a family. For some of them, at least. When they realize, they want to explore themselves. And now they can't because they've got this fucking responsibility. And that dilemma just eats away at them. It's very interesting.
Like, okay, I need to go back and respond to this person, but I'm like currently working, or I'm currently doing something, or whatever, and then I post a story, and then I get 1,000 like story reacts, and then it's gone. I can't find it. But I do read everything, and I do very much appreciate everybody. But if I'm being honest, it makes a small dent.
No kidding.
I know that if I just had hair, so many of my issues would go away.
The grass is greener syndrome. You think he had this thought before he transitioned? I know. If I became a woman, so many of my problems would go away. This guy is fucked. Fucked for real.
I don't even feel like I would need FFS at that point, or I would be as concerned about it. Like, in the beginning, I was like, I don't want any surgeries. I don't want. Give me FFS. Give me hair transplants. I'm still good on the augmentation stuff. But your girl wants her face done, and your girl wants her hair done. Which, like I said, both of those, I was talking to my friend today, both those I know are so far out of reach for me. We are a single income family. We have been for the past 7 years. Me and Madeline we didn't even go on a honeymoon. We have never taken a vacation. We went to North Carolina for like 2 days a day to go to her friend's wedding and come back. That was our only vacation. We had Navy. We just went up there, stayed in a hotel, went to the wedding, came back. 8 years. Nothing. I can't do the recovery time of hair transplants. I can't do the recovery time of FFS. I physically, if I stop working for 2 days, if I don't get money from 2 days of work, we're fucked. Which is like most of Americans, by the way, these days. I am very fortunate to have what I have. I am just relating the situation that I'm in, is that these are the things that I need. Therapy and fucking hair. But they're so far out of reach that I have to try and learn to just accept it and just live without it. And accept that I probably won't ever look in the mirror and see what I want to see. Like, at some point, I just need to accept that. It sucks.
You should have had that mindset before you transition. Instead of just your hair, let's expand that mindset out to, you know, you becoming a woman. You know? Certain things are impossible, even with medicine. But no, it's too late for that now. Let's just complain that we're bald.
And I don't want to, and I get to see what I want to see often, but I can't just walk up to a mirror right now and see what I want to see.
No kidding.
I'm just rambling. Sorry for all the depressing content. I think I cried like 3 times yesterday.
Pussy.
Once today. I just got home. Usually I cry in the evening, so
stop crying.
Probably another one coming. Does
it feel gender euphoric when I call you a pussy? I'm a pussy.
I mean, I'll never go back. I'll never detransition. I'll never stop. I'll never,
You can't go back.
I don't have any kind of, I can't do this anymore. I can't keep up with this. I need to, I don't have any of that. I just don't want to be me anymore. I just don't want to be here. So I just want to take a minute and say thank you to everybody who has been encouraging me and offering me words of advice from my past couple posts, clearly struggling and crying and not okay. I'm not in a great place. I've said that many times. I know what I need. I need therapy badly.
Women to have single-sex spaces who work in the NHS, who are men with an autogynephile fetish, who go to work and have a really good time pretending to be women, and
Reach.
put that fetish onto patients, which means that those patients are being sexually assaulted with indecent exposure or voyeurism.
Facts.
Women to have single.
Bitch is shocked. Oops.
My name is Christopher Patterson, and I date trans women. And if you date trans women, guess what? That doesn't make you a chaser. That doesn't make you gay.
Oh, it makes you straight. If you suck tranny cock, it actually means you're straight, guys. Get the fuck out of here.
Shame is a dating dynamic.
Goddamn Umar Johnson over here, switching sides.
Shame is a dating dynamic in transgender relationships that straight people are just not used to dealing with. This is a dynamic that I've been exploring ever since I came out as transgender, because the guys that started dating me started to feel so different. So before I came out as transgender, the guys I was dating identified as gay. They came out to their families already. They were already into men. They did the homework. By the time somebody says that they're gay, they're ready to be in a relationship openly.
Yo, look at this guy. Their before photos are always so funny to me because they look the same. You know what I mean?
With somebody else who's gay. You transition, your dating pool gets much smaller. Traditional gay men really love masculine guys, but people who go after transgender women are clearly interested in some level of femininity. Not to be crass, but if you like trans women, then that means you like when somebody has boobs up top and something else on the bottom. Yeah. That's unique. Difference between men who like transgender women and men who like gay men is that even though the men who like transgender women, experience same-sex attraction, not only do they not identify as gay, but they won't even consider themselves to be gay. Depending on how you're looking at it, there is some level of delusion that is much higher with these guys. And because of that, there is a lot of shame associated with them. By the way, I picked this Love is Blind guy because he's totally like a generic chaser looking guy. Anyways, if you're in denial about having a same-sex attraction, society tells you that being gay is wrong. Society tells you that transgender people are perverts and pedophiles. Society tells you that it is a sin to be gay. Of course, you're going to be ashamed of anything that has to do with those gay parts of you. But what these guys kind of do to cope is that when they are feeling it or aroused, so to speak, they'll engage with transgender women. And as soon as they're done, they'll have this post-nut clarity and want to erase everything from their lives. What that's going to look like is they'll download Grindr, they'll talk to trans women, they'll tell them how beautiful and great and how much they like them, whatever. They hook up and they block that woman. They delete Grindr. A lot of them will re-engage with whatever religious practices that they have, and they'll tell everybody in their life that they're on the straight and narrow. I have a lot of friends that are like Catholic or religious, and it kind of gives the same type of energy as like sinning and repenting. The result of this is transgender women traumatizing themselves over men that discard them as soon as they feel that pang of shame. I don't want anybody to traumatize me, so I do a few things to make sure that they can't. So I was talking to a guy that kind of looked like Handsome Squidward, asking all of my screening questions in my messages to him. Like, hey, have you dated a transgender woman before? If they say yes, that's always a green flag. I asked them, like, if we were to go on a date, where would you take me? If the answer is anything but somewhere public, I mean, it's going to be a red flag. So after that, I asked this person what their Instagram is. Vast majority of people my age have Instagram. If somebody does not have Instagram or any sort of public social media, I just won't date them or talk to them. Some people, I'm sure, legitimately do not have social media, but the vast majority of people do. I asked this guy and he came up with this cockamamie excuse. He said that he didn't have Instagram. Somebody hacked into his Instagram and sent a bunch of pictures to his friends and family that he didn't authorize. Whatever. I give this guy my number. I'm like talking to him on FaceTime. And then after the call, I go back to my Instagram and I like did the thing where you can see who looked at your story. And this guy's name and picture was there. I clicked on the profile and it was clearly the same guy. So I didn't really respond to him for the rest of the night. Next day, this guy is blowing me up via phone. I'm not answering. And then he goes, damn, it's like that? And then I sent him screenshots of what I saw. And I was like, explain to me how you're looking at my story from your deleted IG. He said that was the person who hacked him. How coincidental.
That's hilarious.
That the day you start talking to me off of Grindr, by the way, your hacker would also come and look at my page and
They're
then
both
look at
chasers,
my stories.
duh.
And then he told me that it's your choice to believe me or not. I swear that's not me. I have thousands of followers. I was in a popular metal band from the 2000s. And I told him I didn't believe him. Best of luck. Moral of the story is this. Shame is a really complicated and unpleasant dynamic that you have to deal with when you're dating as a trans woman. Quickest barometer to measure how ashamed somebody is going to be that works for me 90% of the time is somebody's willingness to add me on social media. Men who are ashamed of being with transgender women or inexperienced are gonna be really hesitant to add them on any sort of social media that associates them with us. So find that out up front and then utilize it to not date people. I blocked this guy. I wasn't gonna deal with it. Shame is a dating dynamic in transgender relationships that straight people are just not used to dealing with. This is a dynamic that I've been exploring ever since I came out as transgender because the guys that started dating me started.
Nice.
So I don't see a woman. And I feel like one, especially when I'm able to present how I want to and how I.
You don't see a woman? Are you telling me when you're not on your knees getting fucked by your wife with a strap on, you don't see a woman? Yeah.
I feel when I'm able to do that often, I 100% just feel like grace. But I don't see a woman. And I never want to set an unrealistic expectation of a trans woman. I have so many people that tell me I am their goal. I have so many people that oogle over me and whatever.
They're lying.
And I never want people to think that those are the expectations and that you should also be like that when you're waking up and when you're going to sleep. This is me. This is me home from work. I changed my shirt. I put on a cute little whatever. Same shorts I was wearing. Same not great tan. Same balding head. Same fucking big square ass jaw.
No, not the jaw.
I don't get to see a woman in the mirror. I don't get to.
Yeah, me neither.
And so I just want to...
Wait, not the mirror, you know what I mean?
Relate to the people that may look at my post and say, I wish I could look like her. I wish I could look like her too. I wish that I could look like her. Whenever. But I can't. I can't look in the mirror and see a woman. I can't. Unless I put my wig on and put all my makeup on and do all of my things. Then
look at that. It puts the lotion on its skin or it gets the hose again. You can't tell me those aren't those aren't heads hanging up on the those aren't heads hanging up on that wall. You can't tell me that's not an actual head. An actual skull that's been cleaned and the hair left on it hanging on that wall. You can't tell me that's not human skin over there in that corner. I don't believe you, Buffalo Bill. Okay.
and put all my makeup on and do all of my things, then I can come to this mirror and I can see a woman.
Only then.
Only then.
Yeah.
So for anybody out there who may look at me and say, she's my goal, why can't I look like this?
They're lying.
I promise you, you don't want to look like me. I'm not special. I'm not beautiful. I'm not anything. Without a wig, without makeup, I'm not anything. So just know.
Maybe get a deeper sense of self-value. Find a deeper sense of self-worth other than just putting on a dress. Maybe that's your issue. You know what I mean? Maybe you need to care about something more than how you look in the mirror. You know what I mean? Because that's pretty shallow. And at the end of the day, if you're left with something shallow, it's not worth much. If your foundation is weak, then you can't build anything meaningful. You know what I mean? You're left in a shabby house that could break down at any time, and often does break down all the time. You shouldn't have this many emotional breakdowns. Emotional breakdowns happen to people when they're pushed to an edge. You know what I mean? You shouldn't feel this way over looking in the mirror. That's like you've got deep issues, my dude. Shit, you gotta figure out.
Whoever's watching this video, if you're looking in the mirror also and you're seeing a man and you're not being able to see a woman, I'm right there with you and you are just as valid. So I don't see a woman. And I feel like one, especially when I'm able to present
Is he playing Screamo in the background?
how I want to and how I feel. When I'm able to do that often, I 100% just feel like Grace. But I don't see a woman. And I never want to set an unrealistic expectation of a trans woman. I have so many people that tell me I am their goal. I have so many people that oogle over me and whatever. And I never want people to think that those are the expectations and that you should also be like that when you're waking up and when you're going to sleep. This is me. This is me home from work. I changed my shirt. I put on a cute little whatever. Same shorts I was wearing. Same not great tan. Same balding head. Same fucking big square ass jaw.
No cap.
I don't get to see a woman in the mirror. I don't get to. And so I just want to relate to the people that may look at my post and say, I wish I could look like her. I wish I could look like her too. I wish that I could look like her. Whenever, but I can't.
Look at those man legs. Pardon me, but you got the legs of a middle-aged male jogger. You know what I mean? Same shoes, same shorts, same everything.
I can't look in the mirror and see a woman. I can't. Unless I put my wig on and put all my makeup on and do all of my things, then I can come to this mirror and I can see a woman. Only then. So for anybody out there who may look at me and say, she's my goal, why can't I look like this? I promise you, you don't want to look like me. I'm not special. I'm not beautiful. I'm not anything. Without a wig, without makeup, I'm not anything. So just know, whoever's watching this video, if you're looking in the mirror also and you're seeing a man and you're not being able to see a woman, I'm right there with you and you are just as valid.
See what I mean? It's a community of trauma and delusion. Yeah, I'm also fucked up and delusional, but we're both valid. Huh? Okay. Let me go put stuff away. Give me a sec here. I'm done eating, so let me take down the tag. Okay. That's it. Be right back. this stuff somewhere. Can't sick, folks. Taking care of chores that I should have taken care of a long time ago. That, there. Also, I might go smoke. Take some shrooms later also. Be right back. What? What? A little full. I just ate some food. Ah, fuck. 1 second. Be right back. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna watch a couple more of these. Then probably switch to some Rashad Jamal content. Just because he's so funny to me. I don't know whether I should restart the stream. I might do that. Or whether I should just make it one whole big stream, you know what I mean? I'll figure it out. Alright, let's continue.
Dude, I'm like,
have you seen the new video? The other thing that
As a trans guy, I'm convinced that straight men are.
And the ethics are really, really challenging here.
But I mean, I don't. Hey, hold.
Trans people right now are being like viciously attacked. We need to do something about it. Okay, but like, you need dysphoria to be trans. Okay, but like, we are being killed in record high numbers right now. But what about trans lesbians? Like, he, him lesbians? I don't get that. We are being eradicated from public life entirely right now? Like, what? But what about Lily Tino? Trans people right now are...
That's kind of funny. I saved that because it was kind of funny. Because it's true. People are inherently selfish, and I feel like trans people much more so. Next.
I've always wanted to know what.
That's my video.
He's a liar. He's a fugazi. He just make it look good. He make it look better than what it is. That's all he do. No,
I'm starving.
I don't got no food.
If I get evicted, fuck.
Thing on top of their head, that make them 6'2", cause this right here is 2 inches long. Then you got motherfuckers that's 6 foot without all that shit. I'm just one of them niggas. I'm like 5'11", 6 footish.
Six footish. 6 footish. We might watch this on a different time.
I'm definitely not no 5'8" or 5'9", cause
brother. Once you start getting to the weeds of height, that's never a good thing.
but up close, I'm the same height as motherfuckers. Like we really the same height. It's just your head, like your neck, and your head is long.
We're really the same height, you know what I mean? But your head's really long. But you got that long ass neck.
So, that's a lot of.
It's so fun being so beautiful and so full of myself as a trans woman because these hoes want me to believe that I'm so ugly, so bad. I know I'm not. Do you know how many mirrors I have?
That's kind of funny. To keep mirrors in your room just to prove that you're attractive is kind of not a good sign.
Have in my room. I am so self-obsessed. Do you know how much of a positive narcissist I am? I know how to control it though. That's why I'm not a bad one. That's why I'm a good narcissist. You hoes do not know how much I love myself. You do not know how much I love how I look. No surgery needed. Minimal makeup. You hoes are mad. Bitch, I don't look like a fucking man. And even if I did, I'd be a pretty one. So it doesn't matter. Like, this is how y'all need to start handling these people. Stop caring. Live your life. And look good. It's so fun being so beautiful and so...
That's very funny.
You're wearing makeup.
So are you.
But you're a man.
That's so funny of me.
Sometimes I feel like as trans guys, it's not just that we're trans. That's not the only reason why we can't fit in with guy groups. We also are just, in a way, more emotionally intelligent, and we just...
Emotionally intelligent girls say that shit. I'm emotionally intelligent. What are you, gay? Just be gay. Oh, I'm so emotionally intelligent. I just get it. Okay, guy. Yeah, fuck around, catch a guy saying that shit.
Communicate more clear. I'm sitting here listening to this conversation, and it is literally a bunch of guys talking in a group, talking about all the things that they've been through and their traumas, but every single one of them ignoring each other and then just responding with their trauma in a response. But it really does puzzle my mind because I'm like, what is the goal here? Because I can understand the goal at the beginning of a relationship, to try to build trust, all right, to try to build openness. All right, but you guys are friends that have been friends for a long time. What is the goal?
It's my dude. It's my nigga. That's my homie, bruh. I'm telling him some shit. He's telling me some shit. It's not that deep. Next.
Why is it a universal experience when you're trans to not be able to perceive yourself? Like, I've been getting she heard all last week. In public, by strangers, waiting tables.
Look at that. Strong jawline. You know what I mean? I've seen some chicks. I've seen some girls with some strong jawlines, you know what I mean, in high school. But you could always tell they're chicks. You know what I mean? You could always tell that was just a chick with a very strong jawline. But this, I'm not sure. He reminds me of that dude from Total Drama Island. That main guy. You guys know who I'm talking about. The host. I forget his name.
I always tell people, because I go by they, them, and she, her, and I always tell people they, them feels true, she, her feels fun. And so my friends and close family call me she, her. When strangers do it, I don't believe them. That's normal, right? Why is it a universal experience when you're trans to not be able to perceive yourself? Like, I've been getting she heard all last week. In public, by strangers, waiting tables. I always tell people, because I go by they, them, and she, her, and I always tell people they, them feels true, she, her feels fun. And so my friends and close family call me she, her. When strangers do it, I don't believe them. That's normal, right? Why is it a universal experience when you're trans to not be able to perceive yourself? Like, I've been getting she heard all last week. In public, by strangers, waiting tables. I always tell people, because I go by they, them, and she, her, and I always tell people they, them feels true, she, her feels fun. And so my friends and close family call me she, her. When strangers do it, I don't believe them. That's normal, right? Why is it a universal experience when you're trans to not be able to perceive yourself? Like, I've been getting she heard all last week. In public, by strangers, waiting tables. I always tell people, because I go by they, them, and she, her, and I always tell people they, them feels true, she, her feels fun. And so my friends and close family call me she, her. When strangers do.
I'm sorry, I'm doing something else. I wasn't listening.
You look like a man, you look like a man, you look like a man, you look like a man. God, why do you look so fucking masculine? You look like a man, you...
When you told them you were trans, they say they already knew. That's the dynamic I don't get, you know what I mean? You want them to know, but at the same time, you don't want them to know. You know, you want to tell them, but that's when you want them to know. You know what I mean? And you want them to be like, oh, whoa. Really? I'm so into that. Oh, a jackpot. Ugh. I'm gonna do a bit more of this, then I gotta take a shower and then fucking come back and I got 30 minutes. And then stream for the rest of the night. But right now I'm fucking... I was supposed to hit the gym, but my lazy fucking ass never does shit I'm supposed to do. So, you know. We'll watch a couple more of these, then I gotta hit the fucking... Honestly, I could put something on for... I don't even have to turn off the stream. I could just put something on for 30 minutes or however long it fucking takes me. I take long ass showers. 30 minutes, and then I could put on some good music, you know, a BRB sign for 30 minutes, and then come back and finish a stream. Cause I'm full. I just ate a bunch. You know, I feel like a fat fuck. Now I wanna at least feel clean. I don't wanna feel like a dirty fat fuck. I don't wanna feel like a what's that fucking porn trait? A dirty old man. Yeah. I don't wanna feel like a goddamn porn tag. Let's continue.
You look like a man. You look like a man.
Holy shit. Holy
I fucking need one of these, dude. I need one of these so goddamn bad. I hate mosquitoes so goddamn much, dude. You have no idea. Where do I get one of these fucking things? I found their headquarters. ICBM. Oh. I've thought about this, but like a smaller version I could like wear on my backpack or something. Just fucking take those fuckers out of the sky. Fuck yeah, that's fucking badass. That's fucking sick. Next.
You like what the fuck I'm saying? Why should I turn my mic on for you, mother?
I think I went far back a little farther. When I come back from the shower, we're gonna probably watch some Rashad Jamal. You know what I'm saying? Oh!
Hey, can y'all hang out with me
Hey,
for just
buddy.
like 1 minute?
Like goddamn. You shouldn't address these comments. It's clear bait. You know what I mean? You just shouldn't, if you're so mentally fragile, you just shouldn't like address these, period. But that's the thing, you can't avoid these, you know what I mean? You almost have to address them. I don't know, bro. I don't know what to tell you, dude. You came on bald, like a dress and all that stuff, trying to explain yourself. I don't know what to tell you.
Minute. So I can make a little money off of this comment. I just need you to sit here for 1 minute. Interact, share, like, whatever you want. I do not know how the TikTok moderators miss these, but yet report so many other things. I don't know. This is just wild. Yeah, this is. Normally I would talk about like cheese or
Bamboozled.
Actually, I am going to talk about cheese. Shout out to Cheese. I'm going to tag Cheese's account right here.
You know what? One second. Hello. Yeah. Okay, send them to room 59 right now. Thank you.
You mean to tell me nobody's trying to fuck with you?
Hey, y'all. So, ooh, you a brick. What? You heard me? I said, ooh, girl, you a brick. Oh.
It is really hard to introduce yourself as your mask to somebody, especially after you've taken off your mask so much and have absolutely loved having your mask off and like have introduced people to the real you and like and all that stuff,
The
right?
real you.
To then have to put it back on to like meet somebody, yeah, it's not fun. The other day, so at my office, it's like this somewhat bigger building with like multiple office like rooms in there, and people just rent out different rooms.
It looks crazy that you have the male structure, the male facial structure, but you've got like a wig on and like titties. That still shocks me.
I met somebody new, and I met them like this, and it was wonderful. And on her way out, she stopped by my office and said, "It was really nice to meet you," and walked out. And I was like, "Oh my God, someone met me. Oh my God, this is great." Like, she only knows Gray. She doesn't even know Gray. Like, she doesn't know the boy mode. Like, this is wonderful. This is just so sweet, right? I had a boy mode one day because I was working out in the field, but I was able to finish something up, and I went to the office to meet with my boss to get some work done, and boy mode. And a person was there. And so I had to re-meet them, right? But while to them it was, "Oh, this is really you," to me it was, "Don't even meet me. Don't even, this isn't." And so to have to make somebody think, or to have to, you know, present that way, and to have somebody say like, oh, like this is you. Oh, yeah, it's a gut punch, for sure. Because like the whole time I'm just like, no, you met me, you saw me for me, you enjoyed meeting me, you said, and now you think that this is me, and it's not. And but I'm not gonna take 30 minutes of your time and explain my lore to you, so I'm just gonna laugh and say, haha, it's me. It's the little things, you know, it's the little things that you don't really think about until they happen, and then they happen, and you're just like, oh, jeez.
Oof, buddy.
Yeah.
Right on.
What else has been happening? Yeah, and like, oh, I can't stand up for myself. I went into the same place twice in one day, and the guy looked at me straight up like this. I even had like, I was even like more femme, right? And I walked in the door, and he's like, "Hey, man," because I know him, right? And he's seen me like this before. He's seen me in boy, blah, 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 but he just, which is fine, because he knew me first in boy mode. But I didn't have the courage and the ability to stand up and say, actually, hey, that's like a knife to the heart. So like, if
someone saying, "Hey, man," is a knife to your heart, then die. You don't have what it takes to survive in this world. I'm just gonna be straight up with you, man. You need a little more balls, no pun intended, to make it through any of this shit, dude. What do you mean, "Hey, man," is a knife to your heart? Get over yourself, dude. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, it's actually like a knife to the heart. Like, what the? What a sissy. I don't think you're a tranny. I think you're just a sissy. You know what I mean? I think you just like wearing a dress and being a fag all day. "Hey, man, that's like a knife to the heart."
you like, you don't have to call me girl or she, but if you just want to be neutral about it and say, "Hey, what's up?" Or like, "How are you doing?"
What's
you
up,
know, instead of, "Hey, man."
What's up? He, she.
But
it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
And I'm sorry that happened to you.
You hear me?
Yeah, it's the little things.
Ma'am.
It's the little things that happen that just kind of get you. And I've been finding a lot of those. And it's the little things that get you in a good way, right? And then it's the things that get you in a bad way.
No.
Sorry.
Get over yourself.
It is really hard to introduce.
Next.
I just had my colors done, and Lydia tells me I'm an autumn.
Roger, I've been standing with you here the whole time. You haven't talked to anybody, and you're putting lipstick on your eyelids.
You're just jealous. You know, if you fixed yourself up a little, men would find you attractive, too. Instead of wondering if you're in the middle of gender reassignment surgery.
Yeah.
Looks great, right? Who's this? That's the femme queen on the block. She's? That's the femme queen. That is a femme queen on the block. That is the femme queen on the block. You've never seen nothing like that, have you, before, Darlene?
First time I see.
First time you see a woman, a real woman, a lady of the night.
Is she a real woman?
A lady of the night.
How can I tell?
A lady of the night.
Okay, I give up.
You've got to blast them till psychologically they break down. You just gotta gaslight these old men into fucking dudes.
So I want to see if anybody can relate to some feelings that I have. So if you want to talk feelings, like, watch this video. So this month I've officially come out to everybody. Like, I'm fully out. I just got home from work. This is how I got home. But it's still new, and I still do boy mode. I run a construction company. When I have to go in the field, like, I don't do the wig and the makeup and everything because I'm like working and sweating outside in the summer heat. So while I'm presenting like this, and while I'm like living this new life, and while I'm feeling myself, you know, the more that I present like this, the more that I'm like, yeah, that's me. The more that I'm like that it just kind of cements it as my identity, right? Which then in turn, the more that I'm in boy mode, the more that I like it's cemented that that's not me, right? You following? So me, boy mode, not me, right? So I'm like way up here. I'm so happy to just be alive, to be living my life, to look the way I look, to feel the way I feel, to exist the way I exist now. I even like looking at the camera to record this video, I just like I feel gorgeous, and I'm happy, and I feel like myself. I'm home, right? I'm up here. But at the same time, I am all the way down here.
Globium, I see your comment. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. So I'm not Jamal, but we're gonna watch some Jamal content pretty soon.
Because I know it's gonna happen in 3 hours when I have to take the wig off and take all the makeup off, and I know what I'm gonna see in the mirror. I also know what I'm gonna see when I wake up in the morning. I know what I'm seeing in the mirror, and I'm absolutely dreading that. And so while I'm all the way up here, loving life, so happy with myself and who I am, and finally feeling cemented and rooted in myself, and finally feeling like I'm living a life that is me, right? I'm also like all the way down here because I still have to go back to him sometimes, and I don't like him, and it causes me a lot of dread. So it's hard to feel both at the same time, and it's hard to know which one to feel and when. Because like I feel both. I feel extremely happy and also extremely depressed. But at the same time, and I'm not really sure how to handle that. Maybe this is the point where I go to therapy. Maybe. Because like, I'm so happy. But I'm so fucking depressed. Like I could start crying right now. I'm holding it back. And that's tough. Woo! So I want to see if anybody can relate to some feelings that I have. So if you want to talk feelings, like, watch this video.
Funny.
So this month I've officially come out to everybody. Like, I'm fully out. I just got home from work. This is how.
Fuck. I want to take a shower so bad. I'm also kind of full. Want some food. Should I stop my stream? No. I don't want to stop my stream. You guys can go back and watch some of my previous stuff. But I did say this is gonna be a long stream, and it is. So
how I got home. But it's still new, and I still do boy mode. I run a construction company. When I have to go in the field, like, I don't do the wig and the makeup and everything because I'm like working and sweating outside in the summer heat. So while I'm presenting like this, and while I'm like living this new life, and while I'm feeling myself, you know, the more that I present like this, the more that I'm like, yeah, that's me. The more that I'm like that it just kind of cements it as my identity, right? Which then in turn, the more that I'm in boy mode, the more that I like it's cemented that that's not me, right? You following? So me, boy mode, not me, right? So I'm like way up here. I'm so happy to just be alive, to be living my life, to look the way I look, to feel the way I feel, to exist the way I exist now. I even like looking at the camera to record this video, I just like I feel
Looking at the camera, looking at yourself through the camera and getting off at it is not enough to keep you from killing yourself. I'm not gonna lie, it's not enough to keep you from the delusion, whatever delusion you're in. We just gotta be real with that shit, man. Can I start? I don't know. Is that the right channel? 1 second here. I'm seeing if I can open this channel on a different stream. I can actually. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go take a shower and then come back. And then we can continue. 1 second and put on some music. Oh, this is the wrong playlist. Let's go back to this one. 1 second. Let me type this out. Let me send out this message before I do all that. Should I set the timer for 45 minutes instead of 30? I don't like rushing my showers, but what the hell am I doing taking a 30-minute shower in the beginning in the first place? 15 should be enough. Alright, I'll figure it out. If I'm not back by then, oh fucking well. Okay. Let's see. Alright, be right back. See you guys. Also, it might be set for an hour, but I'll be back whenever. I forgot I set it for an hour, so, you know, I might be back before then. Maybe.
brain. So it's just bashing your brain around your head, and that's the way that we can really feel the drums.
here. So I'm back temporarily. I'll just fucking. My bad. I'll smoke. I gotta go smoke weed anyways. I gotta take a shower too. I don't want to have to keep restarting this timer, so I'll just start up another stream. I'll start up another stream when I come back. Doing the same shit, but yeah. Be back in like a couple